Welcome to Going Beyond, and thank you so much for being a part of my show. I've often wondered about women who go into the business world. How do they cope? What do they do? Is it easy? I mean, how do they manage? And so therefore, I thought that today we would touch on women in business. I have a wonderful person sitting here with me, Mohan. Well, she's going to tell me about her long journey through the world of business, how she made a huge success of her life and then decided to throw it up and probably just chill out. So it's my joy to welcome her. Latha, thank you. Thank you
Hi, Jen.
so
it's been
much.
such a pleasure and it's such an honor being here with you.
Thank you.
My senior in school.
I know, that's
and
right.
that bonding is something different.
Right. Starting the business, were you inclined towards that? I mean, you ended up with 3 very popular brands, and I'm going to ask you to name them and to take me on that business journey of yours.
Yeah, I started my business when I was about 24 years old.
24
years old.
Okay.
So the first time, those days, as you know, beauty business has a big tap. So I decided to start an all ladies because it was a business that was generally, if you may remember, Jen, it was run like Eves and other salons, all by so-called Chinese. They call themselves Chinese, but they are from Calcutta. They come down open. So there were a lot of salons that were run by ladies for ladies. So I generally wanted to do something because I happened to marry a sailor, a chief engineer on the ship. So I was sailing with him from the time I got married, but there was a point where I had to start sending my children to school and so I had to stop sailing, and I was thinking, what next? I'm not going to be sitting at home. Okay, I saw most of the places that many people don't go those days with the children on the ship. Now I need to do something. So the idea of doing something that turned out to be something I did very, very well by the grace of God, with the blessing of my parents, whoever, and my well-wishers.
So had you been actually trained in anything related to business at all, that you actually took the plunge?
No. Now when the husband is on the ship sailing and I had my son, I had to do something to keep myself occupied. So I enrolled. Those days there were not many beautician courses or anything, but the government polytechnic had a course called the beauty course. So it's a 4-month course where they teach you basic cosmetic preparations like hand cream, face cream. They teach you some cosmetic preparation, product preparation. Besides that, they start with skin, hair, a bit of hair. They don't plunge deep into hair, but more of skincare and makeup and hairdos. So those days there was no much transportation going to Taramani.
Yes, far away.
Very far. I had a passion to do something connected with beauty and things. I used to do little weddings for my cousins, just drape their sari, put the flowers, then do a little makeup. That was something that was always there in me. So they'll say, she's there, she'll handle this.
They didn't take you very seriously, I can see.
They didn't take me serious. They said, okay, she's there, she's doing okay. Instead of paying somebody, those days there was not much choice also. So this was triggering on me that I should do something, and I did this 4 months course. By the time I did the 4 months course, marriage, child, so what next? Thinking of what next. Then my husband was sailing, and when he came down, I just asked him, do you mind if I start a business? He said, what business do you want to start? He said, I want to do something on the beauty and hair and makeup. Then he says, listen, I don't have any objections. Get permission from your parents. You've been brought up like, my father. I told him, listen, end of the day, I need to do something for myself. Then he said, you and your husband and your family, now it's your deal. I've got you married, now it's your deal. Then we started the salon. Jenny, you won't believe, we didn't have much savings, okay? It cost me 1 lakh rupee in 1981. December 7th is one of my most memorable day in my life, when my mother cut the ribbon of my first salon.
Lovely.
She's my lucky mascot, okay? She did the ribbon cutting for all my salons till she was healthy, okay? So she came, and then we started the salon in Las, Mylapore, the most conservative location of Chennai. In the heart of Mylapore, I started a 120 square feet salon. That was 10 by 12 with 3 seats. I luckily found a girl who I was not too much of a head person. I was more into skin, makeup and all those things. So we had luckily I found this Vietnamese girl who had worked in some salons and just a helper to do the mani and pedi. We started just three people, a pedicure station, just the tubs. Those days no fancy tubs and all that. Even we could not get fancy, proper
Equipment.
hairdressing chairs,
Yes.
equipments,
Correct.
backwash, nothing. Very basic. And then we started our salon, first salon in 81 December 7. My mother came, my father came. My father was surprised. He said, okay, God bless you and all this thing. I wish you all the best. But he always meant well, but he was only thinking that why
He was a little nervous for you, I
he was
suppose.
wondering why should she do all this. I mean, I don't think. We started our salon. It was like so pathetic. I don't know whether it was like, I started saying maybe I didn't, my father didn't 100% approve of me, because sometimes he's very intuitive also. So I said, let's pray. 6 months, no one used to come. One client.
For 6 months.
Almost for 6 months, one client, two clients, one eyebrow, one half arm waxing. Like, did I take the right
decision? Yes, right.
Was I over ambitious? Was I going to be a failure? But I said, let's not give up. 6 months went, slowly people started talking. And those days, this I've told in many of my interviews, massage parlors was a big thing. Big thing, anything is massage. So people, it would be written on the outside of the salon, at least 4 or 5 big letters. Ladies only. Still you'll get some guys putting their head, is it only for ladies? Do you have massage?
Not for you, sir.
Not for you, sir. And that is what I suppose my father always was thinking,
worried about, yes.
Maybe he said that was not the right thing to do, because it has got another side of,
connotation, unfortunately.
Exactly.
Yes.
So then what happened, we started. Slowly people started trickling, and then from somewhere they heard my father. My father is the great music director, Mr. M.S. Vishwanathan. So that was also in his mind. Got married to in great style. Now the daughter wants to do a business, that also salon and
That's
ladies.
right, yes.
So they used to come, and then they say, who are you? And when I used to tell my father's name, the respect and the way they look at me is totally different. They felt so safe coming. They felt so comfortable coming there and getting their services
That was
done.
your trump card.
That was my trump card. I nailed it there. And then I made the situation in such a way that they feel so comfortable when they come. Very, very orthodox background women used to walk in slowly. They graduated from eyebrows to face bleach to warm waxing, pedicure, manicure. They slowly started developing their beauty's needs also.
What a wonderful feeling that must have been for you.
Yes,
Latha.
of course. You can't even tell me the confidence it gave them, the way they used to come.
And you.
Yeah, I was, every day we used to see what is coming in the end of the day. Are we making money or at least breaking even, And then it was like slowly, people are coming, and they say, oh, we heard that you're so-and-so's daughter, and you're very happy that you're doing something like that. We feel comfortable, we feel at home, we feel safe.
Yes.
They kept on saying we feel safe.
That's the cardinal word.
That was the trump card I used to. And that was the time when things were also all little mushy about massage salons and everything.
Yes.
And slowly it started picking up. 3 chairs were getting full.
So that was in 1981.
Slowly by 82, 83, I started seeing the light end of the tunnel.
Yes.
And then coming with confidence and coming, new clients coming, my client list, working 7 o'clock was our cut-off time. Sometimes we used to stay over till 8 also. I used to say the girls clients, to Ajay, and let's finish it. I used to do the makeup, I used to do the facials, and I used to do anything to do with skin. But of course, hair I used to suggest, but I used to not have the confidence. So this girl, slowly it picked up. And I was very thrilled. Not bad. Then I tell my father, this is happening. He said, good. How many people? My father always asks, how many people are working? I said, 3. Good. So you're giving 3 people living. That's what makes me proud of you. Son, it continued. And then
so this was Kanya, was it?
It was started as Kanya, and still people are there who have, I have a big fan following still for Kanya. No matter there are hundreds and thousands of salons, but they feel it's a ladies salon where we feel comfortable. Please do not close Kanya, because I've made all the Kanya. I'll tell you the story. Then it went on like this for years, and then we didn't have place. The seats were full, there were no places. Then we had to ask for the next door, break the wall, make it bigger. For 120 square feet became another 250 square feet. then opened the mezzanine, connected. So finally that 120 square feet became a 700 square feet salon.
Wow.
So we had
fantastic.
dedicated pedicure stations. 3 staff became 5 staff, 5 became 7, 7 became 10, thousands became 10,000s. End of the day, 1,000 business was like making a 25, 30 lakh thousands these days. So end of the day, when we do the calculation, handwritten bill books given. So when we made 1,000 rupees, that means we have done very well for the day. So then we said we have to look for space. And fortunately, I got a very prime location on 𝐼𝐳𝐴 Radhakrishna Salai. There was a distress sale. That lady couldn't run the business and she wanted to give it up. So she approached me. She was my client who turned into an entrepreneur after starting. She said, Latha, I am not able to run it, so I would like you to buy it. So I went and saw it, and then now I need money. I need more money because I have to set it up. Now my ambition is, I am a competitor for myself. I have set standards. Now my second one has to be better than the first one. So I gave better interiors, spend more money, beg, borrow, steal, not steal. My mother-in-law was kind enough to help me. She started talking to everyone.
Steal from your mother-in-law.
Steal from the mother-in-law. She also helped. Then my family sister and everything. And we pitched in and we made a very pretty salon. And we saw a better type of crowd coming because Radhakrishna Salai is little more
upmarket.
Yes.
Yes.
So I wouldn't know most of them because then finally I used to say, they said, this is this one's wife, some high court judge's wife, some big shot industrial's wife. I never knew all this. So slowly I'm learning. And I'm hardly about 26, 27. I'm also seeing people learning from my mistakes, trying to correct. Now my urge is to get better. Okay, I've given them the better space. What next? Where I can get better services? What can I bring back home which they don't have? So that was the advantage which I got from Mr. Mohan, that's my husband. Started sailing with him in the gaps of my...
Oh, okay.
I'll grab both the children because it's an opportunity for them also to see
the world.
I had 2 wonderful sisters who used to take care of the salon when I go.
Oh, lovely.
So 3-4 months I used to do this and I used to take the children. Unfortunately or fortunately, I would say one side, unfortunately the ship had a major breakdown in Singapore and they were not able to just rectify it. It got docked in the dry dock on the docks for a good 2-3 weeks. And my husband said, seems to be like it's going to take time because he said, how about you fly in there with the child? My little boy was about 4 or 5 years old, so both of us flew. And then suddenly it's getting delayed and delayed and delayed. So this one has started going to LKG, UKG. He said, why don't you stay back? And you know what, I was also thinking, I started exploring Singapore. I've seen salons, schools and everything. So I went and joined Pivot Point in Singapore. I said, okay, I'll send back my son. But definitely I want to do a course. So I used to get out from the shipyard, walk to the gate, go to the terminal, take a bus and do the course. And every evening, no STD, no cell phone. There is a common phone that's at the gate. Come there and ask Mrs. Hey, how did you do today? They'll say, you know what? We had done so much of business in Kanya 1 and Kanya 2. Wow, this is, and they said, lot of new clients are coming. So I did this course. It was just about a 2 months course, not too long. And then what magic happened, I was expecting my second baby. So it was time for the ship to sail off and I came to Chennai and started doing many new techniques, introducing new things.
Which you had learnt in Singapore.
Singapore, came and taught my staff, and those days nails and all was not happening, so little bit of nails started, everything started. Then came Kanya 3, Kanya 4, Kanya 5, Kanya 6 and 10.
Wow, Kanya what? Where did you stop?
So we stopped at 7 in Chennai and then came another opportunity to go to another city and of all places Bangalore. So you know the chain called Health and Glow?
Yes,
they were doing store-in-store concept. Store-in-store concept is they have the stores where they sell all these things, accessories for ladies. It's very lady-oriented, not women-oriented, with the fancy makeup, nail polishes and all these things. They say suppose they have 1,000 square feet space. They would say, I would give you 300 square feet. Would you run a small
Within their store?
Store within the store.
Okay.
So there's a catch. Now I'm very popular in Chennai. 𝐂𝐐�𝐽 is a bigger brand than Health and Glow those days.
That's right, surely.
So they started thinking that now they don't want me to put me in Chennai. They said, we'll give you 2 locations in Bangalore. Are you willing to do it? So now this I have to take it to husband, dear husband, take it to father, dear father, still father, dear father is my dear, and parents are still my guardians because husband is going off to the ship, means they are my guardians. So my father said, really, now you want to jump and go to Bangalore? I said,
what next?
What next? I said, Acha, but I will only be there for, I'm going to put a few of my very, very faithful staff experience, but I will visit them once a month for 3-4 days. He came. Actually, he started getting proud of me because he started saying, now how many people work? I said, about 50, 60. 50. He never asked me how much money we make. He always used to ask me, how many people work for you? That gave him the kick that my daughter is giving livelihood to
so many people.
Most of them are 4th, 5th standard. It's a hand. I'm not selling a product, I'm selling a service. So I have to get them trained from the scratch.
How to deal with people.
How to talk to people, how to convey, how to present yourself. And we are not getting people who passed high school also those days. They're all 4th, 5th standard. And for some purpose, some need or something, our local people, with all due respect to our people of Tamil Nadu or Chennai, they never still considered it as a profession where we can allow young girls to work. In spite of knowing that I give them the security, I give them the safety, I work in an environment where they can just come and be themselves and don't have to be disturbed. Still, only I had to go through the Northeast people who are willing to plunge into this line and start off. So you can always see they are, I thank them because they have been a pillar of strength for me. If I have 100 staff, 80 of them are Northeast. Only total.
And they're very gracious people.
Gracious, yes, and they're willing to learn. Our people still don't give respect to this industry.
That's right. I'm sure that's probably
It was a big challenge for me, you know. And also it was like, for me, why not our people? Why not give our people an opportunity? They should understand this is a very good livelihood, because who makes 15 to 20,000 in about 2 years of working?
That's right.
That's a lot of money those days.
Respectable. You were giving them respectability,
And
I think.
That's all. And they are referred to us, hey, she's working there, it's a good place, a safe place, it's a lovely service and good environment. That is what it is. And slowly, slowly I would try to encourage our local staff also to join. But definitely I was running on 80 to 20%. 80% of them were Northeast, from Calcutta, Assam, all these places.
When did you actually now branch out into Bounce and your other businesses?
As this was happening.
So 𝐂𝐴 was 8
in Chennai and 2 in
Bangalore. So that's a
under Health and Glow umbrella.
Okay.
I was subcontracted or given a place with them.
Absolutely.
So we were working on a profit sharing.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Then suddenly, one fine day, you want to believe that time there was no 𝐿𝐴𝐶𝐚, there was no HLL. So I just, one day somebody came knock at my door and 2 gentlemen were staying. So we in Chennai salon, okay, and they asked me, we hear about this 𝐂𝐴𝐽, we are launching a brand. This I'm talking about in 1986, 87.
In 86?
86, 87, around that time. So we are launching a ladies salon. We heard about it, would you like to merge with us? Or we are ready to acquire. I've never heard these words. Acquiring, partnership, joint venture. So I went back to home and we sat over the table and we were talking, and my son, I suddenly told him, somebody came to the salon and they asked me if I'm interested in doing a joint venture or I'm willing to sell out. He said, who's this somebody? I said, something like HLL. He said, Amma, do you know who's HLL? Hindustan.
Something like?
Hindustan Lever.
Oh, Hindustan Lever.
Yeah.
Wow, that's big.
Big. And they were getting into salon, lady salon. That's what this 𝐿𝐴𝐶𝐚 now.
Oh,
so
okay.
then I spoke to my son and he said, Mom, this is a bit very overwhelming for me. You made it, Mom. So my husband was looking at me, okay, my daughter.
Now what?
Now what next? His mother, the son is also now.
Yeah.
Then I told my son, what should I do? My son, he said, Mom, you think, sit over, think about it. Do you want to grow your brand or you want to do it when the going is good and take some money and get out? So I banged my head. What should I do? I told him, Mohan, I'm not giving up.
You're not giving up.
I'm not giving it up. I'm going to start. I'm going to proceed with this. So my son said, are you sure? Because this is an opportunity, you're not going to leave it. I said, no, I'll continue. And I told them, I'm not interested. I want to do this again. And they were also in the initial stages. And then later on, I heard they went into 𝐿𝐴𝐶𝐚e and it became brand by itself. And it's big. Then everything went, children studying, went to college, everything. My son got to Manipal. He was the one who
Inspired you.
He's very smart. So what he did is he went to college to Manipal. Then he got selected from there. I'm telling you how we ventured into the next brand.
Yes.
That's why the story has to go on like this.
Yes.
So he went on his internship. They picked him up from KLM. And he was training as an assistant sales manager in Dubai. This guy couldn't take a desk job. He worked and he was doing very well, and his boss was a Dutch guy. He was so happy and everything. He brought his boss over when they came down to India, to Chennai to do campus interview. He was leading him and he was giving the presentation, everything. And finally, two years he worked and all that, and one fine day he came back. They have this when the flights are short and their crew can jump into the flight. So he comes like that suddenly and he's there with his bag. He says, this time he came, Friday is the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, our man is not going. I said, Saturday, Sunday. I said, what the hell is happening? Are you not going back? He's saying, I'm getting bored with this desk. I want to do something else. His father flipped. His father said, what's happening? This is an opportunity. You're hardly 21 and you want to give up this job. You can grow in this. You can become something great. And KLM is a Dutch. That time they were doing very great. Well. So he said, no, Dad, but I should get that happiness.
Satisfaction.
I'm doing well in my job. My boss is excellent. I do so much of presentation, everything. But I'm getting bored. The guy doesn't want to go for a 9-to-5 job. He wants to do something exciting. Then how can I push?
How could you push him?
How could I push him? Because there's only that much I can tell. Then he said, okay, then what do you want to do? He's saying, I'll give it a shot with music. Because he was good at music. But we never pushed music. So finally he said that he learned music. He went to study sound engineering, everything. This guy had some sort of uncertain feeling about his job. One day when we were all having dinner together, he just said, Mom, what do you think of a unisex salon concept? Just randomly asked me. My husband just stopped eating and gave him a look. So what's coming up next like? So he said that, we have traveled. I have traveled over. There is no concept like that.
No concept in India, really.
India,
yes.
especially in Chennai, no. I don't know in Bombay if there were people, but I don't know. He said you should start breaking barriers and start trying this. So he said, Mona, your father, look at us. And he said, why am I here? I've got great ideas. You finance me, I will do it. My husband just he said that business is not for you. He told his son. And my son just said, why not? That means you don't know what my mother did was something remarkable, Acha. Don't you think she did so remarkably well? Why can't you say that she did well and I'm going to help her to do something better? He said, you children have made your own mind. My other one is eating, my daughter's happy eating. She's saying, you all do business, you all do whatever you want. I'm in my own world. I will do what I want to study. And this guy said, we will work on it. And she was doing visual communication. He left the job. They both are making more mood boards on how to do a unisex salon. He grabbed his sister. He said, you just help me. Because she's a visual communication student. She can conceptualize things and all that. So these two broke there. They brought out a beautiful, all on chart paper those days, made a beautiful concept, color, everything. Then said, this is what we would like to do. This is how it should be, Mom. So I said, where's the money? This is going to cost a bomb. And he says, we have to do it. We have to make a noise about it.
Yeah.
So these guys jumped into the business.
Started this.
They went and they said, we do not want to be behind the desk. We want to be on the floor. That means they don't want an admin thing. They want to be cutting and coloring on board. So I sent them to the best hairdressing schools in Singapore, in UK, 𝐕𝐴LSASoon. They both went to 𝐕𝐴LSASoon.
Wow, 𝐕𝐴LSASoon is
𝐕𝐴LSASoon is big. And Tony and Guy, those days,
Very big.
nobody's heard of it in India.
Yeah.
They went to school there. They went to study in so many. I could do that for them thanks to the goodwill I had with the industry.
Right.
Everybody was excited that, oh, Latha's children are coming, young blood into the industry. Everybody was giving us so many inputs.
So they started the hairdressing place.
Yes, and that's the bounce they started.
Oh, that's the bounce. Okay, I was waiting for that. So we've come
then
to bounce
came
now.
bounce in 2004.
Okay,
The
2004.
first bounce in Isfahani, which really took Chennai for a spin.
So how many branches did you end up with on that?
Bounce, we had 3 salons in Chennai. And then comes the big picture. Venture capital is coming into investing in a company.
Wow.
Have you even? I don't even know what
What does
venture
it
capital
mean? Yes, exactly.
So there were people who wanted to invest in the company and take. So my son said, "Mom, now we are on the right track." So they invested X amount of money and we became a private limited company. That's when it started being called as Palon India Private Limited. Otherwise it was a Kanya Proprietors Company.
Okay.
I
It
was a
yours.
proprietor. So it became a private limited. It was called Spa and Salons Palon.
And the next one then, the next step was?
Then comes the next bright idea of there's never a good decent spa except massages. Let's open an authentic spa. Then 𝐲𝐴𝐳𝐴 came out in 2007.
Ended up with how many branches?
We actually had 4 𝐲𝐴𝐳𝐴s. And now till last year, the big thing happened was we had 26 salons overall and we partnered with Reliance and again store-in-store concept, 10 stores. Pune, Hyderabad and in
There was
Bangalore.
just no stopping you really, Latha.
Because people were approaching us. So they had done their background. So they come and approach, hey, this mother and son. By the time my daughter said, I have stood by you for 4 years, I am leaving now. Because her idea was to do film. She should go to the film and learn film in advance. So she went to the US. So this guy was begging her, don't go, man, we can make it big. I said, no. She says, this is my dream. You're doing what you wanted. Let me do. So she left. So it was mother and son.
So mother had her dream, son came into her dream, daughter also shared
Helped.
the
She
dream.
was a very strong support for her brother.
Right.
But this was not her dream. Her dream was always to get into visual communication, learn filmmaking and go into that
So
line.
right. So Latha, right here, what I want to know is right now,
Where do
you
I stand?
Yes, where
Okay,
do you
now
stand in
I
your
stand
business?
by the grace of God in a very comfort. God has made me. We first got one of the few salon chains that usually get bought out. It's not a business that people buy very easily.
out.
There are people who have come before me. There are many salons who are giants and got 100 outlets and doing great business. There was an approach after COVID. We had a dip in COVID.
In COVID, yes,
and we
everybody
are
did.
a touch and feel business, right?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
everything like a hospital we were running, we had to shut down 4 outlets. We were really sad and then suddenly again came up and started stabilizing our business.
So are you trying to tell me here that you then decided to actually pull out of the business?
No, I had started getting offers to buy out. I didn't pull out. I started getting offers. People started coming to me. There was a big company that I don't want to say because they acquired another chain of salons.
Right.
They came to us first. Last minute they dropped us like a bomb. Some calculation problem,
Confusion.
valuation problem and all that. Ultimately in 2024, we got an offer which we wouldn't want to refuse. And my son said, Mom, I think you should enjoy what you earn.
It's too good to be true now.
Now
This is
he
too
said,
good to be
it's a
true,
good
yeah.
offer. It is a good change. I was so sad. I said, this is my baby. He said, it's your baby, but how long are you going to work? Mom, I have other things to do. I'm still young. I can still continue working with them, hand holding them to
Yes.
get over. But I think you should. I was about 65 that time. It's 2 years back. Now it's almost 1.5 years. I sold out to a company called 𝐁𝐞𝐭
But are you still involved even in a little way?
In a little way, for 1 year I was hand-holding them. After the sale, I was hand-holding them with ideas because everything was like one-on-one basis with my staff. Everything was Latha Ma and Vikram.
Yes.
So finally they felt unplugged, like, so I was there. I said, no, I'm there, still there, still there. Ultimately, everything has to have an ending, right? I can't be going on like this when I also sold out full. Vikram was there still with some small stakes, but then he also stepped out.
So that's an amazing story, because let me Latha ask you, in conclusion, what do you think is the one singular thing that made you so successful?
I think I was very, one thing luck and one thing hard work. I think hard work and then luck.
But your family were very crucial.
Yes, and I was very balanced. I would make sure that both is taken care as a mother, single mother when he was sailing as well. But what was the most important thing is, Jen, getting a valuation for a business like this, and a decent valuation was a good retirement for me and my husband, and a good capital for my son to branch out into something which he wanted to do. Because he said, without you, I'm not there, Mom. I'm also going to be working for, we can't just leave them like that. We have to handhold them for some time.
Of course.
I left and he extended for some more time. Then now he's also out. He's doing a separate business. And I'm enjoying grandmotherhood.
So you are what we would call a true success story. And for me, I can't believe that I've chosen a better topic than women in business and you, Latha. I mean, it has been an amazing half an hour talking with you.
I'm really blessed, Jen, because I worked.
You worked very hard
44
for this.
years. It's the 45th year. 44 years. And I feel I gave 550 people when I left.
That's an amazing,
That gave me a big kick, I was so kicked up with that I transferred 550 lives and made
of course, the amazing thing right here, and I'm going to end on this note, that here was a lady
1 lakh.
Who started with 1 lakh, who had no prior business training,
No.
who did it all on her own.
Very orthodox background.
Very orthodox background. You really had very little going for you except your own determination, your own wanting to be successful. What more can I say except shake the hand of somebody who's such an amazing success.
Thank you, Jen.
Amazing.
You know one thing, Jen, on end of the day,
amazing.
This is a wonderful opportunity to tell young entrepreneurs there are so many opportunities and sky is the limit now. I started with very little facilities.
With nothing really, honestly.
And there was nothing to do.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Now work. And
This
you
is the
said
time.
you are the competitor for your own self. You start one, grow. Every salon was a challenge and a competitor to me. I had to go up better.
You know, Latha, that's an amazing point on which I can end my story.
You're your own
today.
competition, yes.
Yes, you're your own competition. And I think it's been just marvelous for me to have you here
Thank
in
you.
my
And
studio.
I'm glad I got this opportunity to talk to you. Probably I would have impacted a few of the youngsters
I'm sure.
who would think that is possible.
I have no doubt about
Nothing
that.
is impossible if you are at it.
Thank you, Latha. Well, it was just so great for me to talk to Latha, because I think I have, in my own little way, been inspired by just hearing her speak. And I hope that there are people out there who are watching and who are listening, especially young people. Don't forget that the sky can always be your limit, but you just have to have the get up and go in you. It was a pleasure that you joined me here on Going Beyond, and I do hope and I wish you every single success to you and your family, and what your son is doing as well, and all the very best to you, my viewers. Until the next time, take care. Bye for now.